Hi, my name is Todd, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about us. In 1985, I was working at a store called Gulf City in the Meadow Park Plaza on Hawthorne Boulevard, and they were closing their business. And one of the customers came in and said, why don't you take over and run the business? And I said, well, I really don't have any money, or, and I'm not sure this is the right place or there's any goodwill here. And he said, well, maybe you could start your own. So I said, wow. And he said, I said, I don't have any money. He says, talk to my guy at the South Bay Bank and he'll maybe set you up with a loan. So I said, okay, great. So I got my paperwork together, went down there, met with him, and he was very nice. And at the end he said, undercapitalization, the biggest reason that businesses fail, and that in sporting goods it's an 80% failure rate. So, what do you have as far as assets that would help pay off a loan in the event you can't pay it off? And I said, well, not knowing for sure in 1985, and I said, just a couple of years at El Camino, I said, well, what do you mean by assets? And he said, what do you have of value? I said, oh. I said, for instance, I own a Pinto station wagon. He said, okay, that's fine. And he said, how about money in the bank? And I said, sure, I think I've got about $500 saved up. And he said, well, I think you're going to have to find somebody else to co-sign on this project. So I went home, talked to my dad, explained the situation. He says, I think this could work, and we just have to open the store, and I'll be the money behind. We won't use the bank, and I'll be a 50% owner. And I said, well, what are you going to do? How many hours are you going to spend? He said, I'm not going to spend any hours. I'm the money behind it. So I said, forget it. A couple of days later, I thought about it. I said, okay, partner. And then Mom got involved, and she said, let's make it a family thing. So she said, why don't we all be 25% partners? Your brother will also be in on this. His name is Rand. And that's how things went. So that's basically how we started in 1985. Come down and visit us at Plaza Golf, 23715 Crenshaw Boulevard in Torrance. Our phone number is 310-534-3346, or online it'll be plazagolfonline.com.